What's going on, my crypto friends? It's your friend Jack here, and this is going to be a quick video as it is very hot in my room. But recently, MicroStrategy CEO Micheal Saylor is talking about Bitcoin, and this is post-crash. So after the big crash happened a few days ago where Bitcoin went to $30,000, the first thing I want to show you guys is this little clip right here. Basically,
but you do understand how much risk you're taking on here, don't you?
Well, the risk of holding dollars is you're losing 1% to 2% of your purchasing power per month with 100% certainty.
So that's the first part of the interview. We're going to show a little bit more. I'm going to tell you what he's talking about. But yeah, just right off the hop, Micheal Saylor is basically just trashing on fiat currency and the US dollar, which makes sense. And this is post-Bitcoin crash, showing how bullish he still is. Obviously, his fundamentals didn't change just because the price dropped. So another thing he has to speak out about on the whole Bitcoin topic, even after the crash, is Bitcoin's not going anywhere.
But how long do you have to watch something spread like an idea virus before you decide that maybe it's going to be around for a while?
Yeah.
So right there, you heard it. He doesn't think it's going anywhere, and neither do I. But if you know Micheal Saylor, you know that he was probably going to say this. You know he's probably still going to be bullish on Bitcoin because they have 90,000 Bitcoins, right? MicroStrategy as a whole has so many Bitcoins in their possession, in their treasury, and this little dip is not going to deter them from buying more. So then right after Micheal Saylor talks about how Bitcoin's going to be around for a while, this is what happens.
Yeah, certainly it's what makes it attractive to folks such as yourself, the so-called Bitcoin bulls. It's also why it's getting increased scrutiny from governments, though, right? You've got the Fed taking a closer look at digital currency, the Treasury saying it's ratcheting up its scrutiny, especially on the tax front. Are these not risks for your company?
So right here you can see, obviously, good questions, but also a bit of fear, uncertainty, and doubt there from the reporter. But I think that's the whole point of being on here, is to clear up questions, clear up answers, so it makes sense. But let's see Micheal Saylor's response to that.
I think they're non-issues because when you have an inflationary environment, money decomposes into currency, which is the medium of exchange, and then store of value, which is the asset, which is the store of value. Bitcoin is an asset. It's regulated as an asset, taxed as an asset, designated as an asset. The government's said nothing anywhere in the world. In China, in Iran, in Europe, in the US, people are holding this as assets. I think that the banks, their view is they don't want you to challenge a currency like the US dollar, and they want you to pay taxes when you transfer your assets. So for the Treasury Department to say, if you transfer more than $10,000 of Bitcoin, and oh, by the way, you got to pay taxes when you transfer or sell it, that's a totally non-event because that's been the status quo with every asset in the country forever. This is just legitimizing Bitcoin as the apex asset, the best one. And I think it's good for the industry.
Is there...
So as you can see here, the apex asset, that's what, Micheal Saylor has to say. Bitcoin, the apex property of the human race. You're going to see right here in the tweet. And you can tell he's very bullish on Bitcoin. Even after this dip, you're going to see they have right here on the screen, which was up the whole time, negative 7%. I believe this is, this is past 24 hours probably. 37K at the time of this little interview here. But once again, if you guys want to see this whole interview, I'll leave it linked down in the description of the tweet. But that's the main point. I just want to show you guys how bullish Micheal Saylor is on Bitcoin still, even after all of the FUD going around and all of the dips, all of the market crash, everything. Micheal Saylor is still saying Bitcoin is strong and an absolute bull in this market. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you want more crypto news and content, definitely check out the links down below and hit the subscribe button. With all that being said, I hope you guys have a great freaking day. Peace out.